What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nacho Wrestling, and welcome back to Let's Talk About This Match, a series where I take one match from a specific wrestling pay-per-view and break down why it's important to me and to the wrestling business. In today's video, we are taking a look at the match that I think made AEW the company that it is today, and that's Dustin Rhodes versus Cody Rhodes at the inaugural AEW pay-per-view Double or Nothing. But before we get into the match, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay up to date on all things Nacho Wrestling, and if this is your first time watching a Nacho Wrestling video, why don't you consider hitting that subscribe button and sharing this video with your friends. Like in the first episode, we are going to start with why this match sticks with me personally, and for me, among a plethora of reasons, the biggest reason is that this is the first time I ever saw Dustin Rhodes as Dustin. I grew up in the PG era of WWE, so I knew Dustin Rhodes as Goldust, and I knew him as the goofy side character Goldust, not even like the legitimate competitor that he was when he was fighting for the Intercontinental title back in the early Attitude Era. I'd always heard that nobody ever wanted to see Dustin as Dustin, and this match really proved to me that that point was mute. I really loved this match. I really loved everything about the presentation that Dustin had, and Cody I was used to at this point, but I was in for a whole new world with Dustin, and that's something that I think a lot of people were having fun with, was seeing this version of Dustin Rhodes that we have not seen before, a mix of Goldust, a mix of the natural, and everything of that put together. But what did the crowd think they were getting in this match? Now, I could say that the crowd thought they were going to get a very WWE-coded match, and that's probably what they thought they were going to get, especially when you have two guys like Dustin and Cody who had been such ingrained and such stuck in the WWE system for so long that it's kind of in their nature to do that. But I think they had a very Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes 70s and 80s battle with the amount of blood we saw, the amount of blood that was shed, mainly from Dustin, but it was something that you've never seen before. Something, especially with the Canadian destroyers that Dustin was hitting and everything like that, the move sequences, it was just something that I don't think anyone really expected. Speaking of the crowd and crowd investment and everything like that, I think the biggest moment that clicked for this match, for the wrestlers and for the fans and everyone watching at home, was when Dustin got busted open by the turnbuckle pad. Like I said, this hit on the turnbuckle pad led Dustin bleeding a lot during the match, and obviously he probably gigged himself, but that's neither here nor there. I think another big moment for this match that really helped solidify it as a non-WWE style match was when Brandi Rhodes got thrown out almost immediately, at least within the first 5 to 10 minutes of the match. She got thrown out by referee Earl Hebner and then picked up by DDP on the stage and carted away. I think once everyone knew that there was going to be no shenanigans, no funny business, no silly things like that with Brandi and Cody, then that match was going to be served a lot better than what it could have been if Brandi was still out there. But you may be asking, what does this match prove about professional wrestling? Well, I think the biggest thing that this match proves about professional wrestling is that, like I mentioned before, there were no light tubes, there were no barbed wire or fire or anything like that, and yet it was still a gruesome match. If I remember correctly, it was this match, or maybe a different one, that led to WWE marketing AEW as the Blood and Guts competition, which subsequently led to the Blood and Guts special event we see every year on Dynamite. It also proves how damn good Cody Rhodes was in AEW, especially this iteration of Cody. Coming off all the stuff he did with the Bullet Club Civil War in New Japan and everything like that, a sort of tweener style character where he had a valet that helped him cheat, and he would do things that were a bit more despicable. It worked really well instead of the pseudo Homelander America the Brutiful or whatever he was doing. Lastly, why does this match still matter? Well, like I said, it was this match and among a few others that led to WWE calling AEW the Blood and Guts Company and leading to the Blood and Guts special on TV and everything like that, which, you know, say what you want about it, that's some pretty cool advertising from the competition. It was also one of the first matches that AEW got 5 stars for from Uncle Dave, which put AEW on the map as a genuine competition to WWE. It also probably didn't help that Cody took a giant sledgehammer to a throne and everything like that, and was very symbolic with what he was trying to do there. That didn't age like milk at all, right? Well, there we have it. We've had a brief chat about this match. We've had a brief chat about why I think it's important to me and why I think it's still important to professional wrestling and everything like that. Let me know what you guys thought about the Rhodes brothers dream match down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about the little segment they did after the match where Cody cried like a little baby. Like I said, let me know about all that stuff down in the comments below. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell to stay up to date on all things Nacho Wrestling, and I will see you guys next time.